Hello, beautiful people. Like, share, and subscribe. So, I want to talk about Nigeria before and after. So, this is Ibadan before, and this is Ibadan now. Ibadan 1976 is better than Ibadan 2022, and it's not like and this Ibadan 2022 cannot be like this 1976, but it's because of government failure. But many of you don't understand. Nigeria is one of the few places in the world where government doesn't even know that it should enforce people to paint their buildings in and out. And apart from painting, do the interlocking well, do the flowering. They have regulations. It's because the Nigerian government is so useless, and that's how it is all over the country. When you go to Benin, the first time I went to Benin, I was so disappointed. The place, I used to read about Benin, and even Benin is the only place in Nigeria they added city. I think so. Benin City, Benin City. That's their capital. When you go there, I'm telling you, when I first went to Benin, I was disappointed. I said, this is the place I've been reading about in the book. The place is just like, I don't know how to describe it. Then you go to Onitsha, the same thing. Go to Aba, Onitsha is even chaotic. In fact, I don't know, I can't live in Onitsha. You understand? Many places, Lagos, 80% slum. So these are where the government fails. This place now, this Ibadan presently now, if you repaint that building, if the government enforce paint, and not just to paint it well, put water collectors, do the interlocking well, um, conceal the drainages. That's the government function now. Conceal the drainages. Maybe plant one or two trees there, remove some of the kiosks and everything. You see, that place will be like even better than the 1976. But Nigerian government doesn't think. There's this YouTuber, African Tigress. She was video recently the skyline of Lagos through the monorail. Is it not monorail they call it? Look at how the place looks like an abandoned place. I remember Taya Aina, he was asking a foreigner what he thinks about Nigeria, Lagos in particular. The person was saying, it's developed, but it looks like an uncompleted building. It looks like many of the things are abandoned. And it's true, because government doesn't enforce people painting their buildings in and out, not just paint it outside. It must be painted in and out. Things must be maintained. There's supposed to be fines. Once you don't do this, fine. Many people don't plaster their houses. Even our own house, they don't plaster. It's because government on its own will not even do road for you. They will not consider the drainage. They will not do it. Normally, people are not supposed to do fence without plastering it, painting it. It's wrong. It's wrong because the government has failed in its own capacity, and the whole thing is translating to the other thing. People, you will even see a highbrow area in Nigeria. I've seen many videos, highbrow area in Nigeria. People will be packing sand in front of their house. The floor, the interlocking, everybody will all look jaga jaga. Some of the places they will not paint the fence. These are where government come in. Some of the places they will just, the whole place is just, it can never be perfect. I've also been to other highbrow areas in other countries. The roads, everything will be perfect, smooth. Nigeria is not like that. That's how the whole country is. This video caused almost tribal war, because if you're from the south or southeast or middle belt and you post this video, the people from Ibadan will say you are tribalistic. But the truth is that Nigeria actually looks like an abandoned place. Is it from the roads? Look at the road they did in 10 Mainland Ridge, the way they resurfaced it. If all our roads are like that, do you think a foreigner will see it? Somebody that will come into Nigeria will see it and he will not appreciate it. The road should be as black as tar. Do things in perfection. If I'm in power, you see all this construction company, they will have, this thing they did to banks where you will reevaluate it. Any construction company that builds rubbish, the federal government will ban it. I'm going to ban them. All this giving individuals contracts and they do rubbish is going to end. Do you understand what I'm saying? You must have social equipment. You must have certain amounts in your bank. You must have social level. People just do a lot of haphazard things. That's why the country is chaotic. You understand what I'm saying? So, how many buildings in Nigeria some people don't even know the importance of water collector. How many buildings in Nigeria do people, those things are supposed to be enforced. In fact, it's government responsibility to be building a lot of public houses, quality. I was talking to somebody in construction. He told me it's supposed to be 20 blocks for one bag of cement. How many Nigerians do like that? Now everybody. That's why when a Nigerian tells me he builds a house, I'll be wondering, which type of house did he build? Is it a quality house? Our house, our own house, the house my dad built. You just put nail inside it and hit it, pum, it will enter. And that is how most houses in Nigeria is. But when you compare it to the old houses, I've also lived in some colonial houses they built in Nigeria a long time ago. You understand? I'm talking of colonial houses, very old. If you put nail on that house, the nail will not penetrate. That's how you know that the block is solid. Any house you put nail on the block and it goes pume, you know that it's not quality. So people don't plant grass, people don't plant trees. In some countries, you cannot go and cut tree or cut grass. Government is supposed to be enforcing it. When you talk about climate global, like Lagos now, if Lagos government enforce people to plant trees and all those things, you see the temperature of Lagos will drop. Lagos is always hot and it doesn't smell nice. But if you start planting trees, forcing people to plant trees, if not you find them. But government also needs to do its own part. Conceal the drainages. Don't keep drainages open for God's sake. Those things causes diseases, flies and all those things. Smell and then conceal it. You say people will dump rubbish. Everybody found dumping rubbish. The person must now be used to clear those rubbish. That will be his work for like 1 year to be his community service. Do you understand? The government should also create channels for people to dump refuse and just make everything seamless. It will make the price of dumping it easy, so that people will become more responsible, carry out campaigns. So this building, the way you see, that's how Nigeria is generally. Is it Kano you want to talk? Kano or everywhere it's like that. Slum nature. So I don't know. The Nigerian government needs to wake up, but the Nigerian government is not even doing anything. Okay, let's even talk of the new areas. They will not plan. The people will just be building house jaga. God. Even in some countries, there's some type of roof you cannot roof. If I enter power, people cannot be using this zinc because it used to rust and make the place look very unnice. People using things like roof tiles. I don't think government should actually be involved in building a lot of public housing, because what we are doing in Nigeria, that's why I maintain that Nigerian government must build 6 new cities in the 6 geopolitical zones, so that to decongest the old cities. And now government will now upgrade those old cities. That's how other countries do it. It's not going around to start demolishing where people are living in the old cities. Build new areas, float it, encourage private people through government-private partnership, so that government will build a lot of public housing there. Then the old areas, the old cities like Lagos, let's say Enugu, Kano, just select 6. You upgrade it, create new area, just to decongest it and create some kind of jobs too. But Nigerian government is not. Nobody's thinking out of the box. So I don't know. Even our roads, many people will not paint it. They will not put cat's eye. There are many things like this cat. There are many things they can do to make Nigeria aesthetically pleasing. I remember one black American came to Lagos and she says there's no place to snap picture. If you have been to Lagos, 80% of Lagos is like that. It's not aesthetic in the eye. I'm not abusing Lagos. Why we talk about Lagos? Lagos is the biggest city in Nigeria and the most popular. So don't be looking at it from the angle of this is somebody from another tribe talking about Yoruba land. And I'm not Igbo before some of you will come and start attacking me. So the country needs a total overhaul. It needs a total overhaul. There's no regulation. If, for example, now like this building now, I don't know whether it's a public building. Government, the person that is managing it now, government will say if you don't do it, the first fine you pay 1 million. The second fine after the second month 3 million. Not only painting it, making the interlocking, everything sharp. The next one 5 million. You must just government will give you regulation. Government can even put places where people must buy brick from. You understand? That's where the problem starts from. Where you are buying a block, it must be 20. I know it's expensive. I know building house. That's why it's government responsibility to do this public housing. So even those skyline of Lagos that this lady was doing, if they paint those places, that place will be so fine. I organize the place, clear all those. I was telling somebody the other day that you don't need to push up everywhere. All this issue of shop. We must ban it. Shop must be a certain area, residential area for instance. Maybe in the residential area you can put maybe 2 big small mini malls in every 1 kilometer. Then they will have a large area in the market where people can have their mini shops. All these shop everywhere litters the whole place, make the whole place organized. That's not how it works. That's why people are not living long in Nigeria. There's too much noise, there's too much chaos. You understand? There's no hope. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section.